A1 Esports.
Out
Sinister.
6-9 on the off. Dante as well. Backing up his team. Sinister strikes out.
Dante.
Trying to get the finish. A lot of jump shots going on. Swagwit is holding that corner though. And that's all she wrote.
6-9.
Zeus is here. RQ made a really nice rotation taking out Team Secret Jin, but there's BTO actually going down.
RX Jax.
Creep up onto A1's territory. Great nade right there though. It's gonna get the finish onto Senatexa and Swagwit.
Shoycott.
There we go. Loops.
That's
They
it.
are finally taken out right there.
Your PUBG Mobile Global Championship Season 0 League Play 16th ranked team. That was A1 Esports, and they are here to party, baby. They made it in just barely. 16th place, but hey, they're in. Welcome to the finals, A1 Esports. Happy to have you. They've got one of the strongest fan bases in PUBG Mobile. Hot Juice, tell us about A1.
Oh man, without a doubt, while looking at the chats, I could just see everybody rooting on this squad, and they got to be so pumped to make it here into the biggest tournament in all of PUBG Mobile history. Now, when they actually got into the Super Weekend, they definitely had some really solid games. I think the only thing that really just hurt them, obviously, was just missing out on those 2 Super Weekends. But the fact that they made it and only making 2 Super Weekends, I think is still huge.
It shows that they have potential. They just got to put that consistency together. But let's see who actually led them all the way to the finals. Let's start with some of their standout players.
So one of the big players from A1 that I got to talk about, it's got to be 6ix9ine. I mean, watching this guy play, especially during the finals, there was some really big battles going on. And when I saw this A1 Strahd, when the going got tough, I really just saw him stand out and able to get some really, really big kills for this team.
Incredible point there for sure. Another couple of players that I gotta throw a shout out to is Sinister for one. Always putting himself in a good position. Strong gunplay from him, but really if you're looking for that key play, I gotta give a nod to my man Dante. Dante on multiple occasions throughout the PMGC League play really kind of put his team on their back, got them through some tough spots, and got A1 Esports to the podium. They finished in the top 3 on many different occasions, and that's a big tip of the cap to some of their standout players.
I mean, the crazy thing is that when you're playing at this high level, every single one of these teams is just insane. They're playing against the best in the world, and the fact that they made it is ridiculous. So, I mean, definitely looking forward to see the changes that they make going into the finals.
So let's talk a little bit about A1 Esports. And again, you mentioned the consistency. I think that has to be front and center as both their greatest strength and also their greatest weakness. First, if you look to what they were actually able to do in the Super Weekends where they participated, they finished strong. I mean, week 1 came out, really had a lot to show for their efforts, and again, just kind of absent from competition throughout the middle parts of this tournament. But again, finishing strong, putting those clutch performances together, ultimately getting theirself a spot in the finals where hopefully they can string together a few solid days of play in a row.
We'll have to see. I mean, the one thing about the finals, though, is that this is not going to be as long form as the league play portion of this tournament. So they got to pop off at the start. Like, they cannot have a bad game to begin with. So I'm really looking to see that the work that they're putting in here, the few days going into the finals, you know, they got to be pumped up, just barely snaking on in. So I want to see the adjustments they made, and I want to see them pop off, and I think they can do it.
That's right, the time of the competition is far shorter, so there is no time for inconsistency, there is no time for non-performance, but I think the fan base is super happy to see A1 Esports participating. I know A1's happy to be there, and I'm looking to them to take full advantage of this opportunity that's been given to them, and I'm looking for them to close the ground on the top of that leaderboard in the PUBG Mobile Global Championship Season 0 Final.